Alright guys, we are back again for another Dokkan Battle video. So LR Jiren has just been revealed on JP. And I'm going to start covering JP new releases just because, again, we know we're synced now, which should be next month, August. And, Jiren, UI Goku, Cell Max, like these units, we don't actually know when they're coming, Topo as well. We don't really have a specific time when they should be arriving, but I think it would be good to cover at least their details. Anyway, so we're going to jump into LR Carnival, LR Jiren's details here. Very cool unit, I think. Animations are solid. I don't think they're amazing. They're just good. But yeah, let's see what Jiren can do. Leader skill. Sorry, let me shout out Luka Dokkan for the translations. Not Minato or Grush today, Luka Dokkan. So thank you. So, leader skill. Universe 11, category 4 key 200%, or Universal Survival Saga 3 key 200%. So this is technically new for Carnival LRs because they just lead one category. I mean, Jiren basically still only leads one category because the other one is Universe 11, and I'm pretty sure basically every single unit who is on Universe 11 is on Universal Survival Saga, except maybe what's his name or her name, Marcerita, the angel of Universe 11. I think that's like it. I think everyone else is just on Universe 11 or on Universal Survival Saga, I should say. Anyways, let us get into his passive and super attack effects. So super attack effect, 30% attack and defense for one turn, solid. Can't really complain about that. It's just good. At the same time, we have his ultra super, which is 50% attack and defense. Mega colossal, high chance of stun. Stun is good. Not many tough bosses can be stunned. Like we are in a meta now where a lot of the tough bosses can be debuffed. Stunned isn't really anything. At least on global, we do have like the Golden Frieza fight, like the base form Frieza. He can be stunned, which actually was annoying in one of my runs, but regardless. Yeah, like I know in JP Cell Max can be stunned, so that's important, I suppose, but that's relatively late into the fight. It's like turn 7 or something, you can stun him. But, that is something, I guess. And in terms of pass, giving yourself 8 key, 350% attack and defense start of turn. Definitely pretty good. Definitely solid. Not going to lie about that. So, W there. From his first turn since appearing, nullifies one targeted enemy's actions once. Okay, so that's when Jiren attacks. He'll create an attack break. Pretty good. Like, just an instant attack break can be very solid. The two of the toughest fights on JP, because again, we're looking at the JP meta for Jiren right now. The two toughest fights often are like very strong right away and can super straight away, like both of them, Cell Max and the Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta fight, so that's relevant there. 50% damage reduction, of course, is good. 350% defense plus 50% damage reduction is definitely solid. An additional 50% attack and defense when attacking. Multiplicative stats is important for sure on LRs these days. Can't really be the best LR in the game without multiplicative stats, I feel. I mean, UI Goku, the new Tanabata LR, UI Goku, I don't think it does have multiplicative stats, which is why sometimes his attack stats and defense stats are a little bit lower than people might think they are. Like, obviously there's ways around it with UI Goku, but still. And then an additional 100% attack, 70% crit, and 11% damage reduction, so you can be up to 61% reduction in slot 2 or 3. Yeah, that's fine. Jiren looks good. I wouldn't say this is an incredible base or anything, but 50% reduction, high stats, or again, can have 61% reduction if in slot 2 or 3. Jiren's links, I think, are just here on the right hand side here. Yeah, Supreme Warrior, Shocking Speed, Infire, Godly Power, Torment Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Shocking Speed becomes Cold Judgment and Standby. Full Power links the same as base. Okay, makes sense. In terms of categories, we actually do have Universe 11, Universal Survival Saga, Realm of Gods, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Space Traveling Warriors, Powerful Comeback, Defenders of Justice, Fate Induced Battle. That's Battle of Fate, by the way. Tournament Participants and Super Bosses. Yeah, pretty solid in terms of categories and links, I would say. He's going to link pretty well with AGL UI Goku and then Transformed UI Goku, the tech one. Because they're going to share Shocking Speed, Godly Power, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. That's 5 out of 7, which is pretty good. And Jiren, like, I think is pretty obviously a slot 2 unit here. I think that's pretty obvious. Because he's not going slot 1 with this. I don't think so. 350% defense and damage reduction. Like, that sounds great, but I that doesn't sound slot 1. At least in the toughest fights, to me. Okay. Standby. He's a standby unit. Condition from third turn since from first appearance, which means if he starts in slot 3, that would be turn 5. If it's slot 1, if he's turn 1, it's turn 3, and if it's turn 2, it's turn 4. You guys get it. Okay, standbys for 5 turns, during which ally or charge count increases by 1 per key sphere obtained by allies. Now, from what I've heard about this, JIREN, it doesn't actually say how many orbs we need to get because he's a standby transformation character, same as like into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, same thing. We don't know how many key spheres is. I'm assuming it's probably around 30 as well. That's my guess, but I'm not too sure. In standby, he can't attack. Same thing as Oob. Okay, 350% defense. Sure. 3 key to all allies is good. We do like the key support, although I will say the Universal Survival Saga team doesn't really need the key most of the time since they link really well together for the most part. But you know, good to have. 50% reduction with an additional damage reduction plus 11 per key sphere. Okay, so he's invincible. You get that kid like 2 key spheres, like even 2, and he's at 72% reduction. Like nothing's hurting him with 72% reduction. I don't think so. And he gets an additional 100% even when receiving. I'm pretty sure that means on attack. So I think that's worded the same as Fusion Zamasu. I'm pretty sure that's when receiving, like not after receiving, or you know. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay, well, actually, maybe he needs 3 key spheres. I mean, 3 is very easy anyway, but yeah. I think with 3 key, with 83% reduction, he's definitely fine. 100%. But, yeah. Okay. Randomly changes non-key spheres into key spheres. I imagine that's AGL, because since Jiren is AGL, that would make sense. And then 70% attack and defense to all other allies for 2 turns when this character obtains key spheres as the second or third attacker. Okay, so there is benefits to not rocking Jiren in slot 1. Now, obviously you'd want to, since Jiren is basically invincible in slot 1 in a standby, but there is actual benefits, because this is 2 turn support right here as a second or third attacker. I mean, I think you can get away with it because you can pretty handily throw like Tech UI Goku in slot 1. You can put AGL UI Goku in slot 1 past turn 1. Evolution Blue Vegeta I feel a little bit less confident in, but you could definitely do it. Beast Gohan you could do actually, since Jiren isn't like he's on Jiren's leader skill, but Beast is on Tech UI's leader skill, where you could also run Jiren. So there's options for sure. Because again, this like 70% attack and defense for 2 turns for all allies is obviously very strong. So if you can get benefit out of that, I would definitely try at least, you know. Okay. Let's see what full power Jiren does. 50% attack, 30% defense for 1 turn. Colossal damage to enemies, sure. Ultra Super massively raises attack, 30% defense. Mega Colossal, guaranteed stun. Okay. That's 100% attack raise and 30% defense. That's the same super attack effect as Corrupted Fusion Zamasu. That's his 18 key. Just, you know, he lowers attack on his, and then Jiren guaranteed stuns. So, you know, a little bit different. Sorry, 11 key and 400% attack and defense start of turn? Okay, sure. Yeah, why not? Why not, man? Why not have 400% attack and defense at 11 key start of turn? Pretty good. 60% damage reduction. Just coming in with 60% reduction, sure. First turn, he's got a Scouter and an additional 11% reduction. Okay, so he's starting with 71% reduction. Yeah, and a Scouter. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. An additional 111% attack and defense when attacking. That's multiplicative, so this is going to be huge for him, for sure. 70% chance to crit, and an additional 11% crit per super attack performed. It doesn't say it's capped anywhere, so I'm pretty sure that's just permanent. So that means after, 3 supers, he's got guaranteed crit. But I see here that he has guaranteed crits anyway at 24 key, and an additional 100% attack. Jiren's going to hit so hard, by the way. Jiren's going to do like a 50 million attacks like guaranteed crit. Like, he doesn't have any additionals built in, but like, he's going to drop like a 50 million attacks like guaranteed crit. And then an additional 50% attack when this character receives a super. This, I have heard, is stackable, since it doesn't cap anywhere. So if he keeps getting supered, he can keep building up this 50% permanent attack. Now, I don't really think that's too relevant. Like, on his first turn, it's relevant, because you can put him in front of the super, because he's got his extra reduction, he's got the Scouter, you can put him in front of that, get the extra attack buff. But after that, you're probably not going to see it. Plus, you get Jiren pretty late into this fight. Like, the earliest you can get him is turn 5. The earliest, yeah, would be turn 5. And at least from what I've seen, like, if you've got a super strong Rainbow box or whatever, you are finishing these fights turn 5, turn 6, turn 7. You know what I mean? Now, if your box isn't that strong, then yeah, you could probably get an extra turn or two out of this. But the extra 50% attack, I don't think is going to be the biggest deal ever. But it's kind of cool that he has it, I guess. How good do we think Jiren is? I think he's pretty good. Is he better than Beast? No. Is he better than Cell Max? I don't think so. Is he better than UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, or the Tanabata LR UI Goku? I don't think so. I think he's 6. At first, my first impression is that Jiren is the 6th best LR in the game. I don't know if that's true. We will see. Maybe he's better than I'm thinking. Maybe he's a little bit worse. Because on turn 1, you can do this. You can put him in slot 1. But I don't think this Jiren is a slot 1 unit. Even, like, the only time he's slot 1 is in a standby. That's when you could stick his ass in slot 1. But there's benefits to not putting him there still. You know what I mean? And here, he doesn't seem slot 1 either. Now, it won't matter, because you got the UI Gokus to cover slot 1 for him regardless, so who cares? But, you know, to be the absolute pinnacle, I feel like you should be slot 1. Well, don't not be forced into slot 1, because we've seen what happens to units who are forced into slot 1, but units who can go slot 1. Like, Beast isn't forced into slot 1, it's just he benefits more from being there, because he can get hit first, get the guaranteed additional super. Right, that's why. And give key support to the whole rotation. But he doesn't have to be slot 1. You can easily run Beast in slot 2. You know what I mean? The UI Gokus, like, can go slot 1. But, you know, I mean, technically there's no real slot UI Goku has to be in. He can just be in any slot, which, you know, there's benefits to that as well, just for versatility. But if you need him to go slot 1, he can do it. You know what I mean? Jiren, I don't think can. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 400% defense and 60% reduction is enough to put him in slot 1 against these big bosses. I'm unsure. Because I feel like the best unit in the game should be capable of sitting in slot 1 comfortably, and I'm not sure if Jiren is. But Jiren seems very good. He's going to do crazy damage. No inbuilt additionals is weird, but yeah, he's going to do crazy damage. That are guaranteed crits. And he's on some good teams here. He's on Broly's team, not on the 200%, but he's on it. I think that's relevant since, you know, we just have Broly over here on Global. Universe of Opsa, he leads it, plus UI Goku leads it. Full power, again, Broly's leader skill, Space Travel Warriors, Powerful Comeback. I mean, that team unfortunately is dead right now, being led by... I mean, the team is really strong, but the leader I don't really like anymore in World Tournament Goku. I mean, I love him here in Global, but as the anniversary progresses, he's going to have less and less value. Defenders of Justice... I mean, doesn't really have a leader. Fate-Induced Battle, we need a new leader for that as well, because that's Battle of Fate. We do have the Blues leading that, and the GT Goku and Vegeta, but we need, like, stronger leaders than that now, at this point, for sure. Tournament participants, that's Topo, and then Super Bosses, on Broly. So he's on, again, he's actually on all 3 of Broly's leader skills, which is pretty funny, but I'm not sure if he's on Rosé's 200%, I'll have to check, because I don't remember Rosé's 30% off the top of my head. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of LR Jiren. I think he's actually pretty good. I think animations are solid. He was the obvious pick here. I'm happy with Jiren, but we'll see how good he is in-game. Data download, I think, is tomorrow. Again, I won't be doing videos on Jiren. I just wanted to break his details down, just so people are aware what I think of him. And again, when is this guy coming to Global? Who knows? But with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.